The Heroes Evolved Arena Day 3 is coming up with Game 3 of Dia versus Virtus. I'm joined by Sean DeCon here, and we're looking forward to see who is the top three teams in Asia. I almost said North America, but I'm talking about Asia right now. Who are the top three teams in Asia? Is it going to be Dia or Virtus in that third place category? What are you thinking here, Sean?
I don't know. Both teams proving they can win, and they really want to win this third place prize. Virtus, they came out. They showed us why they're here today. They kind of they cut. I don't want to say they played bad the first game, but they got caught out a lot, and they weren't really playing as a team as much. But going into the second game, they reworked their strategy a little bit, and you know they took that second game pretty convincingly, I would say.
Yep. Who do you think is going to take this game three without even looking at draft? Just based on what we've seen so far from these two teams in the tournament, do you have a favorite and who you think is going to win?
Well, I'm French, so I want Dier to win.
And you are
but
a god, aren't you? So you want Dia to win.
without I don't know, without looking at draft, I think Jia should probably win this.
Seems
But
like
I
they
don't know,
have a
like
better
like I said,
understanding, right? I just feel like they have
yeah,
like a very good understanding of how movement and rotations happen on the map.
yeah. If Jia can play like they did in the first game, I feel like they'll take this third game no problem. But VT, I don't know. It seems like they've worked a few things out with their lineup and their draft as well. And I don't know if VT plays like they played, or if they play like they played last game, gonna give Dia a little run for their money there.
Yeah, definitely. And this is for some pride in Asia to see who is actually in the top three in regards to one of the best teams in Asia. And I mean, I would want to be one of the best teams in Asia. I don't know about you guys, but it means a lot. Definitely means a lot. Going into this game though, I think I have to agree with you in terms of Dia just being a stronger team and just knowing how to rotate around the map. We've seen them doing it all tournament. Just their split pushing and their rotations have been so good. They even know how to defend for so long. We saw that cute little ward set that we talked about earlier and all that stuff. So I mean they like have a great understanding of the game. It's just can they execute? Can they just seem to turn off sometimes and maybe overlook things a little bit. But we are gonna get into the draft here. And you expect to see something very similar, or
I'd like to see something similar coming from VT. I don't want them to ban the Wolfram. I'd like to see them first pick it here. Uh, but I guess we'll see what they do. Ban Apollo, which is pretty standard. I don't think VT plays it that much. I don't think they've played it all tournaments, so you might as well just ban it out. Apollo being very, very strong. S-Wrath ban coming out from Dia.
oh, I liked how they were hovering
And
the Ares band there because they did get
yeah,
stomped by it in the first game, so good band there.
yep, really like that. I'd like to see them keep the Wolfram open and first pick it here.
Yeah,
Like
just
I forget who played it last game. Was it
Wolfram.
yeah,
It was
who played it?
Mince. It was
Mints?
Mince. Yeah, he was shoving mince in people's mouths with his wolf, just putting it in there. Just
Yeah, I'd
your
like to
breath
see
smells, bro. Taking towers and stuff. So he's a
yeah, I'd
beast.
like to see Mints get back on that Wolfram.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them instant pick it. They are hovering the Luvu. Oh, and they actually missed their ban.
Oh,
Interesting.
yeah. I'm just gonna throw it out there to chat. Yeah, I'm a little bit sick. You can probably tell from my throat and my nose sniffing. I have a bit of a cold, but that's not gonna stop us from streaming this game. That's for sure. And it's not gonna stop me from screaming as well. I know all you guys like hearing me scream. You guys listen to me in your dreams when I scream and stuff. So we'll keep it hype on. I know Sean is gonna keep the hype up. That's for sure. But Una does get picked up, and Virtus, third time in a row they've picked up Una now.
Yeah, and Dia is instantly going to respond with an Aiden and Lunaria pick, which I think is very well thought out. Lunaria, I feel like she's just such a versatile hero. You can use her as a support. You can save people. You can catch people out with her
Yeah.
invulnerability ability. You know, you can steal objectives. You can snipe dragon. You know, she's just very, very versatile. I really like that
And
pick.
Virtus just picking almost a very similar draft to the last game, having that crystal and that rock, man. Liking how they're going for it. They know it works, so they're gonna keep going for it. And Dia does pick up the Lunaria and Aiden, so they did have the Aiden previously, I think in game one too, and they pick up the Guan Yu and Lubu. So a little bit of a different strat coming out from Dia right now, and I actually kind of like it. I'm a big fan of both of these heroes. They accomplish the same thing, and they're both very strong on team comps that Virtus is trying to run here with a backline that's very good at poking. Both of these heroes can get in onto that backline and do a lot of damage. So I really like it coming out from Dia.
If you can see VT's lineup, it's a little bit changed from last game. They had, I think, last game they had just the Rockman tank, but now they have Burninator and Rockman, so that's a lot of frontline for them. So these three other carries are gonna have to output a lot of damage if they're gonna want to win these team fights. Last game they did have the Wolfram, so that it made up for a lot of their damage. I probably would have liked to see them pick a Mikio instead of the Burninator, but
I like
maybe they feel like they can, the three carries can do enough damage to win these fights. We'll see.
I want to see this. I want to see how Stiff does on Lubu. I mean, he's been probably the player for Dia that's getting things, or making things happen on the map. In the first game, he was doing so much on areas, and then that last game on Minos, he was accomplishing so much as well. So I want to see how much he can accomplish on Lubu. He is a very strong hero in terms of just
Welcome to
getting onto the
Heroes
back
Evolve.
line and creating things
Troops
on the map
deploy
by
in
just like being able to jump
5 seconds.
around, land stuns. So I want to really see how Stiff goes in
Troops
this game. And
have
I want to see if
deployed.
Virtus is going to go aggressive again into the jungle, possibly take a buff. But we're getting right into game 3 of this best of 3 against Virtus versus
Oh, but
Dion. They're instantly
Lubu,
gonna go in, gets a stun off on Mince. Mince, you gotta start running, buddy. It's not worth it. And they're gonna defend their buff. Actually, Dion's the one that goes aggressive, and I like this already. Fights happening early, and they don't get the steal off. Crystal actually gets the speed buff, and look at Burninator. He's actually gonna go for the steal himself now. So Virtus might, for the third game in a row, get 2 buffs off the start.
yeah, it's not looking good for Zia right now. They put so much effort to try and steal that buff, and they did not get it anyway.
He
But
gets a
Lubu,
defense buff. Oh,
Lubu, you gotta
Lubu!
jump over the wall.
Ooh, actually
Ooh,
misses the
burn it.
stun.
Yeah,
Good poke onto him though.
yeah. Zira actually put a lot of time wasted into stealing that buff, and they didn't get it. And in return, they lost 2 buffs. But they do have the gold lead, so
Yeah, I think the gold lead comes from leeching the waves so far, because the waves are pushed in, but the gold lead should come back to basically even after they farm this bottom. Yeah, so it
yeah.
is gonna be okay for them. Good damage coming out from Rai in the mid lane.
You look at Crystal. She just, with her speed buff, she's just gonna poke the Guan Yu, not allowing him to jungle at all.
Yeah, it's good play from her. She's just kind of playing like a little roaming role right now, just causing havoc all over the map. Not letting go on you to do anything. And Stiff getting a lot of pressure onto his tower here. Already at half health. Yeah, they're gonna need to TP someone in because soon enough this tower will drop. And Lubu actually TPs out into the bottom lane, so they do a lane swap here. And Lubu might get gone on here by Rockman. Rockman actually goes, but he does jump just in time. Stiff did not have stiff hands there, as you like to say. He was really quick right there to just dodge that Burnator stun.
Dragon is spawning in 20, so both teams probably gonna try and get some vision around. Buff getting maybe stolen. Kanuda.
Oh, they actually jump in and they blow him up! That's a nice combo there from Guan Yu and Cleo.
Yeah, Crystal, she tried to steal the buff. I think she actually stole it, but it cost her her life, so not really worth it in my opinion, especially with Dragon spawning.
Yes, it is up, but I mean, it is a low def cooldown, so she is up already, and she does TP in, and they know that
Lubu
Dragon's
though.
up. Ooh, stiff.
Ooh.
Stiffy. He's getting in there.
Yeah, I'd like to see him just turn and just land this stun onto Una over the wall or something. Try and get in there, make a play.
I like this Rockman skin. Looks pretty cool. It's like a gladiator.
Oh, I like this. I like how they're pulling it around.
Yeah, they do have a ward on it, so they know if Dia does try to start to do it. They're actually trying to wrap around to find something. Lulu and Guan Yu going in together. It is dropping really low. He actually jumped in. That's a good stun on the backline here, and they're going in, and they actually do get the dragon with Lunaria. She does use her ulti as well. Good zoning there from Guan Yu onto the Una, and it actually allows him to take dragon for free. So well played there from Dia.
Yeah, Guan Yu initiated on stun the Una so that she couldn't drop her ult inside the pit, and that's a free dragon for Dia.
Yeah,
So really
Aiden
well
and Lunaria just kind of took it, and I think Lunaria used her ult actually just to secure it.
There needs to be TPs from Dia here. They're gonna lose this mid tower. There's two
TP
TPs.
tries to land a binding, but that was kind of a
binding.
misplay there by Ayler. And just something to note actually, Dia does change up their players' positions a decent amount.
Well, that
Lulu is
thought Vince getting initiated on. Guan Yu actually lands a stun there, but
Oh,
Lulu,
the heal!
Guan Yu,
Oh!
he doesn't get him though. Oh, can Lunaria snipe? Oh, she doesn't have her ulti up.
Right, oh yeah. What a heal there from Vince. But as I was saying, Dia does switch their positions around a bit. Ayler F was playing the mid lane last game on the Cleo, I'm pretty sure. And now this game it's actually Yarp on it. So maybe
look
just
at
more
BP.
comfortable on Aiden than anyone else.
They're just grouping right here. And looks like
Oh, big ult!
going right there. Huge stun by Burninator. Crystal landing a 3-man AoE. They're really low. They gotta retreat. Lands the binding arrow. Good disengage.
One
actually.
kill, yeah, that's a very good disengage. Only giving up one kill. They do lose the tower though. And that was a big ult from Lunaria, but just couldn't follow up with anything. They're looking to push this mid lane as well. Get another tower here. Gold very even, so Guan Yu might be trying to jump in here. He actually does. Gets a good stun out to Rockman. They're going to try to pull him up. Do so much damage, but he's so tanky. He's not falling. He finally falls. Good secure kill there from Cleopatra. So they do get a return kill there. They do punish the Rockman for trying to take that tower. They do eventually take that tower, but it's a pretty even trade there. 2 towers going in favor of VT right now, but they are still behind 1,000 gold.
Yeah, they're still behind 1,000 gold, but they do. Deer actually does lose a lot of map control by losing those 2 tier 1s. But I think, I don't know, the way VT's playing right now, they're just grouping a lot. I feel like, you know, they're playing their comp right now.
Car is up right now.
They are gonna be TPing in the bot lane. VT is gonna TP. Lands a stun onto Cleo.
Cleo!
Double
Cleo!
bursted.
Oh, Cleo!
Crystal!
Whoa!
Nice kill coming out from Crystal.
Well done, Viva! Viva Peru! Even though they're not from Peru! Viva Virtus though! Burninator gonna go in on mid.
Initiating the center, he's in a lot of trouble actually, he's melting. Aiden doing some good kiting. Lubu, you gotta get out of there.
Chase.
Crystal,
They're gonna
land
chase.
the stun. Will she land
He's
it?
gonna
Just
chase!
right?
They don't want to follow up though. I like these plays coming out from VT and Viva doing a lot of work on this Crystal. He's not even a main farmer for the team. He's kind of played like a support, but he is starting to build like a
Oh
tank.
my god, they're starting the car.
Not like a
I'm not
tank,
sure
like a
this is
farmer.
play.
Yeah, their tank Burninator's taking so much damage. This tower's so low at the bottom. These creep might be able to get it. I would like to see Lubu just go down here and take this tower, just because he's so inherently tanky. He can just take this tower, and that's look like what he's gonna do. Actually, I'd like to see that coming out from him.
Guan Yu actually pushing top as well, so they're gonna be applying a lot of pressure. But BT, they do read it. They're gonna start the car. But Lubu, he sees it. Will he go in the pit? He's gotta make a decision.
Shackle, Lubu does go in.
Nice down there. Big damage coming out from Lunaria. Doing so much damage. They're really low. Guan Yu, he's gonna jump in. He's doing so much damage on his spin. Oh my god, they're so low.
Viva gonna try to turn this around. Oh, good ulti from Aiden. And that's actually a 4 for nothing right there, going in the way of Dia. And I think that was really risky play from Virtus, and they do get punished for it. Dia gonna take 4 people, a tower, and Zakar. The tides have turned for Virtus.
Oh my god, and look at the gold. Just one team fight, and they're behind 10k. And they are gonna probably get this mid tower as well.
Yeah, at least get a lot of damage. That was very,
Yeah, Una.
very weird play there from Virtus. It's so hard to take Zakara, especially this early when the other team is around. It does so much damage. You can see that Burnator and Rockman drop so low. Good. No, they didn't actually get the steal. Lunari does drop her ult as well to try to secure that, and they do get it. Cleo gets the dragon for her team. But it's very strange to see teams go for the Zakar early on when they know the other team is around because it does so much damage. That Burnator and Rockman were both already half HP when they're trying to take that Zakar, and it was made it so much easier for Dio just to take them down. Those are supposed to be the frontliners that can tank a lot of damage, but when you're half health, there's only so much damage you can tank. He's actually gonna go in here. Rockman runs in. He's actually getting out damaged right now by Aiden using his ult over the wall, but they're not able to find anything. Aiden did have the attack buff, so he was outputting so much damage on this Rockman. Guan Yu is pushing. Alright, good
Almost
job
gets that
there.
tower. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
mid is really
good play
low
from him.
too, and top. They might put pressure here on top for it. Our top, they saw a couple of TPs go in, so this is a free tower for Tia, dude. Great rotations here. Guan Yu looks like he might try to go on bottom on Una.
Yeah, I really like that from Dia.
Ooh! Cleo actually jumps in! Huge drop there from Lunaria! What a play there from Dio! That combo was so good!
Nice binding arrow setup from Aiden. Really well played.
If you saw what happened, they used Locket so Cleo can get in, land the snare, Aiden lands his binding arrow right on top with Lunaria just blowing her up at the end of it. Viva is actually dying from that combo, which was pretty insane combo. I really like that coming out from Dio.
Yeah, Dia is putting a lot of pressure. They're using Guan Yu to just shove in bot lane, and it's forcing a lot of TPs out from DT, allowing Dia to make plays around the map, and they secured a tower there and a kill, and they're probably going to secure this mid tower pretty soon.
Yeah, they're gonna try to put pressure here.
Oh, nice 3-man stun coming up from Luna, doing so much damage. Cleo gets instantly dropped there. Will they?
I'm coming from the back line though. Can they get anything done? Guan Yu does use his spin. Una trying to get out of there. Run Una. She does actually get out. Burnator is doing so much work in this fight. Actually does drop, but he was landing a really good 3-man stun. Oh, Una just survives. Look at her. Yeah, you bounce your way back to the fountain because you almost dead. But she actually does survive there. And that fight, they're going to jump on to Vince. He tries to jump away. But Zin gets caught out. And we've seen this countless times.
Yeah, never, buddy.
Zin just always getting caught out. Oh, no. Una actually might get caught out as well.
Comboed with the Guan Yu there. Oh, Guan Yu's diving so far. You're going way too deep, buddy.
Ooh, good nice snipe there onto.
Oh, he actually baited the ult out of Una.
Yeah. That's a nice little jump over the wall.
Yeah, he jumped over the wall and Una instantly dropped their ult. Yeah, this is the Dia I wanted to see. They're just making so many plays around the map and buying so much space for the rest of the team to just make plays around the map.
Yeah, it's a really good game. It's at 15k gold lead right now. And let's actually take a look at the items, which we haven't had a time to look at because there's been so much action happening in this game. But we can see Lubu going for a little bit more of an aggressive fighting build on Stiff. He does get the J-Tar, which I'm pretty sure is called the Dodge Crystal, from what I've been told. And he does get the hammer as well to output some little more damage. They're actually gonna go in here, and no, they actually don't follow up. I thought Cleo might have actually followed her claw, jumped in, but doesn't seem to do it.
Ooh, just misses the binding arrow though.
Lots of damage coming out from Cleo. I don't think VT can take this fight. Stiff, good ult from Lunaria, and they're actually gonna dive in here, right?
So much damage in the back line with his spin. Una is in a lot of trouble. He does land a stun on her. Will she go down though? She does fall. Oh, and Lubu is going back in, but you're by yourself.
Oh, you gotta run, Zin. You gotta run, buddy. Good damage.
Oh, Ayler, he's just doing so much damage right now. That's 3 for 0. It looks like they're gonna lose the base turret here.
Not looking too hot. Aiden actually does pop his ultimate. Oh, they're gonna jump in. Stun on Rockman. Mighty Arrow does combo. And they do use the Frozen Scepter. Can they blow him up? Lubu actually dies to the tower. But it is worth it. They do get super troops in this mid lane. Oh! Mince almost gets gets actually sniped by Lunaria. Oh my god. Mince survived with just a sliver of HP there.
Has been destroyed.
Just getting outplayed right now by Dia, just by rotations, and their team fight is just so good from Dia. I really like this Guan Yu Lubu combo, just doing so much work on the backline of Virtus. The dragon going in the way of Dia as well.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what BT can do right now to get back in this game. They just got to take one really good team fight and turn the gold swing around, because Dia right now, they're just, they're so far ahead. 26k 26k gold difference. It looks like Dia, they are going to start Sakar, no problem. But BT does spot it, and it looks like they're going to go in. Burnator, he is in there. But Guan Yu, he does initiate it. Huge spins into the center. Una, she's got to run away. Good kiting there, though.
So low.
But Crystal lands a stun on Lubu. Oh, Lubu does come back in.
Gets blown up.
Triple kill coming from Cleo.
And Yarp
Aiden,
doing so much work.
following Zakar.
He's actually might die here. Oh no, he drops his knife. Does take a lot of damage though. Yeah, not looking too hot for Virtus right now. Spawns are coming up in 20 seconds for their whole team to actually be up. So this is where Dio can take advantage here. Try to get another super troops in one of the lanes, and I think that's what they're gonna go for. Yeah, this Aiden just doing so much damage with that Ragnarok cannon. I think that's what Vince is going for next as well.
Yeah. And Stiff, he's just playing so well on this Lubu. He's not looking very stiff this game, that's for sure.
Yes, definitely isn't.
Burnator actually initiating, instantly blows up Aiden there. Guan Yu, he's gonna initiate on the Una, doing so much damage with the spin. He's gotta run though, gets instantly dropped. This is so good for VT, they should keep going here.
Yeah, I'm liking it. It's a two-man wipe right now. They're gonna actually chase this Cleo. They should keep going. I don't see why they aren't. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
They should push out this bottom lane as well. It's gonna coming in. It's a lot of free gold, but maybe they're gonna try to get super creeps of their own. They know two are down. Good play coming out from VT. Oh, good Lunaria just to push the wave out. Smart play there from Lunaria, getting some damage on the wave. Not allowing them to push anymore. Look at this bottom wave though. So much gold there. So good fight. This could be a comeback here from Virtus, doing so well.
Yeah, Burnator went off that last fight. He found the play. He saw Aiden was a little bit caught out there, and he just took the opportunity, and they instantly blow him up before the fight even started, and it allowed VT to win that fight. And I feel like those are the type of plays they got to make to come back in this game.
Yeah. Gold lead still heavily in favor of Dia. So they need to keep playing this high ground defense, and Vince actually does finally pick up his Ragnarok cannon, so he will be hitting those crits as well and gonna start putting out a lot more damage than he was previously. Frozen Scepter up on Lunaria as well. I'd like to see Cleo pick up a Frozen Scepter as well, just to have those double Frozen Scepters chain CC the enemy team would be very good here. Ooh, good stun onto Cleo. She actually just jump out. Pushing out mid lane here. Wonder.
Yeah, Crystal's got to be careful. She can't just run outside of her base like that to clear the wave, because one jump from Lubu or Guan Yu and she can die instantly. So she's got to be very, very careful.
Yeah, it's splitting up a little bit. Guan Yu running up back to get the buff here, trying to see possibly if he can get a defense or attack buff, which is probably the best one. Speed, not too bad either. Allow him to stick onto the backline if need be. Getting out of fights a lot quicker, so.
And honestly, I think the more this game goes on, VT actually has a chance.
I agree. Vince, Una, and Crystal do so much work in those late game with damage, and Mince just gets stronger on that rock, man. The tankier he gets, just he becomes so much more useful.
Yeah, I think the later this game goes, that
They can't be giving up
Rockman.
free tower damage, which they're about to do right now in the bottom top lane. Sorry, they actually do clear the illusion.
Yeah, as I was saying, the more this game goes on, I think Rockman and Burninator, they're gonna be tankier and tankier, and it's gonna be harder to kill their front line.
Yeah, very hard to kill that front line. Look at
Ooh,
Mince right
good
now, taking
damage.
so much damage.
Good damage from that
Ooh.
claw. Oh, look at the snipe.
That's a two-man
Wow.
ulti. They're gonna get a free tower. They're actually gonna jump in. They actually chain CC the crystal, and they're diving all the way into the base. And it might actually be their downfall. VT turning the tides. Burninator doing so much work. Gonna keep diving. He's gonna actually keep going in. Aiden does take the top tower,
Been destroyed.
but they can't find anything else. It's a 1-for-1. Maybe DX did jump in a little too far, but it does secure them a top lane of super troops.
Yeah, that was a really good trade out of Zero there. They did lose the Lubu in trade for another kill, I think, and a tower. So
Yeah, good ulti there from Lunari to allow the Guan Yu and Lu Bu to jump in onto the Crystal, who was so low, and they chain CC'd it so perfectly, allowing them to get the kill.
yeah, before that fight even started, VT was so stacked on that top tower that Cleo landed like a 4-man claw, and then Lunara instant ulted and landed, I
Yeah,
think, a
shoved
3-man
them
ult.
to like half health.
So it allowed them, and it bought them space because they all had to run to the fountain. They were able to initiate and take that top turret, no problem.
Luna actually building one of the dodge crystals as well to deal with this chain CC they have from Guan Yu and Lu Bu. Good pickup there from her.
Zakar is spawning, and I feel like VT, they really got to fight for this. They can't just give up Zakar here because, you know, they have 2 base turrets down. You know, if DX just takes Zakar here, I feel like they can push right up. And it looks like VT, they are walking around Zakar. It seems like they are going to contest this.
Luna
This
needs
would
to
be the
go
play,
up with
in my
them.
opinion.
Though she needs to deal with all these wards that Dio are putting down. They have so much wards around. They're actually gonna just give up Zakar. I don't think they can. I think it's actually kind of smart from Virtus, just because I know you want them to go contest, but Dio could have just easily just played like tic-tac-toe with them and just kind of not actually do Zakar and just stand around, put down wards, pretend they're gonna do it, then back off, pretend they're gonna do it while they're mid and top lane push in. So I think it might have just been safer for Virtus to go back, clear those waves, and just wait for them to come.
Yeah, I guess at some point that, you know, they'd have to go back and defend anyway, so. I would have liked to see them maybe fake back though, and then turn around and try and, you know, because as soon as they saw VT back up, DX instantly went on it. So I would have liked to see them maybe fake back and then turn around.
Yeah, maybe that would have been a nice little play from VT, but
we have seen a lot of team wipes where the other team has the car and, you know, they just get instantly team wiped. You know, they take a bad fight. We have seen games like those, huge turnarounds, and I feel like that's what VT needs right now. It comes down to that one fight, and it looks like VT, are they going to initiate out of their base tier? I don't think that's the play. Unless
yeah, I
they can
think
catch someone out.
should keep their high ground here, but they do know that Dio is spread out a decent amount. Try to push in all the lanes at the same time. Ooh,
There
good claw.
the claw, yeah. Nice little poke there. Yeah, and you're
Look
right.
at Vince! Actually just blows up Cleo! It's 3 crits, what a play there from Zin! And we know Zin can make
Now
plays
Zin
like
can't
that.
do anything about this.
They need to go aggressive here, Virtus. That was a good play there by Zin. Actually, just 2 shots the Cleo. Oh god.
Wow. And it looks like Lubu, he was actually thinking about going in on that there. I don't think that would have been the play. It looks like they're just gonna fall back and take the dragon.
Looks like they're trying to push in mid, but that's gonna be difficult when Guan Yu is still pushing this bottom lane.
Yeah, and he might actually get caught out. Crystal is looking to catch him out. She lances a freeze, but Guan Yu is gonna turn. Lance the stun, but good Anubis from Crystal there. Instantly counters him. Rockman pops the reflect. Guan Yu in a lot of trouble. Lubu, he's initiating the backline. Positive reflect. Doing so much damage. He's gonna fall though. Rockman in a lot of trouble. Aiden doing some good kiting. They gotta fall back.
Yeah, 1 for 1 right there. Good play there from Crystal. I think she could have held on to her Anubis a little longer, but she wasn't able to, and she actually used it pretty early, and allows for Lubu to actually reinitiate from the Guan Yu and get the kill onto her. But it's a 1 for 1 trade.
Yeah, she used it when she was about half. If she, I guess she was just panicking maybe. Maybe nerves got to her and she used it a bit too early, but I think if she would have held on to it, she would have survived that.
Yeah, maybe her hands were a little stiff.
Maybe her hands are a little sweaty. She hit the wrong key. Not sure.
Yeah.
Pretty
But
intense
Zip,
game, so hands
yeah.
are sweaty right now, Fatal.
Hands are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on Zin's sweater already.
He's
What
nervous.
talking about? But Zin actually doing so much work right now on this Vince. Playing a lot better than he has been previously, and he actually is trying to make plays. And that's what I mean by Zin. We were talking about it in the last previous games. He's in a very aggressive carry player, and he can make plays like that happen, but sometimes he does get punished for it.
Yeah, and I do like him on the Vince rather than the Aiden because Vince allowing him to have so much range over the Aiden right now. He's able to be aggressive and use his range to his advantage. It looks like they're going in on top, maybe. Oh, Lulu's gonna dash away. Luna just missing her stun there.
So just casual stuff coming out here, just clearing waves. Cleo actually, I thought she might have jumped in there, but she actually doesn't jump in there.
It's gonna come down to this next fight.
Yeah,
Even though
this
two
next
base
fight-
turrets are down, VT's not out of this. They win one good fight,
Yeah,
and have 2 or 3 members alive, then they can push right down mid.
Yeah, especially with how hard this Vince hits. If he does survive and they do take a full team wipe, they could be game winning just because respawn timers are starting to get really high now, probably up to 50, 60 seconds. So it's going to be very hard to defend if they do get team wiped.
And I think Tier, they don't want to force anything. They really want to secure this 3rd place. They're probably just gonna wait for Zakar here and reset the map, put some aggressive wards down, and take good
Actually,
control.
jump.
Oh, good binding arrow though.
They don't
Lubu.
have Lubu. They don't have Guan Yu though. He's just pushing bottom. Ooh, Lunaria just used her ult. She's like YOLO it. Used it. This car is coming up in 25 seconds.
Yeah, Lubu was really tempted. He did land the binding arrow though. He was so set up to make a play there, but they didn't have Guan Yu, so they didn't want to fight that 4v5.
Yeah.
Really good discipline from Tia. Knowing that it was 4v5 and they don't want to take the risk even though it was really well set up for him.
Yeah, I'd like to see Burnator maybe pick up a Vengeful Deity as well. Just offers a little bit of extra damage if they do try to just blow him up when he jumps onto the backline. Really strong item, especially against heroes such as Aiden, who can just kill himself off of Burnator or off of Rockman.
So Zia gonna take an easy Zakar here. And it looks like they're gonna reset. Probably get some aggressive wards. They do have that Oracle, so they'll be able to de-ward all of these wards in the enemy base.
Yep.
They'll probably put some high ground wards just to see where.
You can see the ward starting to come down for VT in their base.
Yeah, I'd like to see them do similar to what Zier did yesterday. That would
Yeah.
really help them out since they're all pretty much full build right now anyway. So at least it'll allow the creeps to hit the wards rather than the base. But it looks like they are split pushing really, really well right now.
Yeah,
They're going
very
to keep
hard
Guan
for
Yu in the
BT
top
to
lane
deal
for a
with
little
them.
bit. Yeah.
This game
Guan
is
Yu's
definitely gonna depend a lot on if Vince can stay alive and output that damage. Cause he's definitely gonna be the one dealing the most damage for BT in this
Yeah,
later portion of the game.
he's got to stay back right now and just use his ult. If he plays aggressive right here, this could be game losing.
Good
He can't
stun
get
onto
stunned out by
Lubu.
Guan Yu.
Not going to initiate though. Good damage going on
Good
from
claw
Leo.
damage. There's a Lunaria ult. Lubu just kind of baiting him.
Oh, Vince doing so much damage! Oh, he actually gets jumped and turned on by Guan Yu! He blows up Vince! Vince, such a misplay now! This could be game losing for Dio! Lubu jumping into the back on into Viva! But Bartonator getting low, binding arrow coming out! They're so low! Stiff is just taking the tower right now! And they're losing! Oh, and Mix is gonna get that! He's taking the tower and he's dying here! Can they defend their base? I'm not sure they
nice
can!
stun. Una, she's got to clear this wave though. It's too strong. But it looks like the base is just going down. Nice stuff from Una, but it's not enough.
And Dia take game 3 and win this series 2-1 over Virtus. Zin tries to make a play onto NMP on that Guan Yu. Guan Yu pops that vengeful deity and absolutely melts Zin. What a play there by NMP to turn the strides there. Zin, bit of
That's
a
exact.
downfall.
That's exactly what you were mentioning. As he's such an aggressive ADC, he always tries to make a play, but you can see it backfiring there. Guan Yu popping the vengeful deity, and instantly Vince blows himself up by attacking the Guan Yu there, and that's the pros and cons of having an aggressive ADC. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But I feel like that wasn't the time to try and make a play for your team there.
No, it definitely wasn't, especially knowing that he has the vengeful deity. He actually used his escape uh, to actually go in even further, and it allowed NMP to just jump and turn on him. So definitely was not the play there, and
And
that was actually
when you're the main source of damage, that like you just don't want to try and make a play like that.
no, especially this late into the game. I mean, it would be awesome if he can make a play, but you need to be doing those plays onto heroes that you can actually kill. You know, on a hero like Guan Yu or Lu Bu, it's very dangerous, and I think that might have been the downfall. So
Yeah,
that
instantly getting blown up before the fight even started. I mean, when you're Vince and you're full build and you two shot people, you really don't want to die before the fight even starts. Like he's their main source. He's pretty much their only main source of damage. Uh, where Una and Crystal at this point, they just pretty much provide the CC for the Vince to blow everybody up. But not having that Vince for the last team fight was just it was game losing.
Yep, Vince falls, and because of that, Virtus does fall as well. Do you take the series 2-1, getting third place prize? So we're just gonna give you guys a little more information before we do go. Just to let you guys know, the finals will not be happening today. It's gonna be happening on October 27th to 29th at the ESGS in Manila, uh, which we're looking forward to. Hopefully, it's going to be a good series, and we did see two very strong teams go into that finals with Mercenaries versus Luminous. We're
Yeah,
gonna,
pretty excited for that.
yeah, we're gonna be doing